Hello everybody and welcome to the East Shore Wiffle Ball League. Playoffs have finally begun, and the matchup that you're about to see is one of our semi-final matchups between the number 3 seed Freedom and the number 2 seed Crawdads. So before we begin, let's take a look at their rosters. For the Freedom, we have Captain Hunter Crawford, Jarrett Shuey, Tony Dumez, Trevor Hoke, Ron Hoffman, and Alex Polino. For the Crawdads, we have Captain Eric Crawford, Brian Crawford, Mike Giesman, Michael Giesman, and Jackson Weber. So in this playoff matchup, it is a best of 3. So if one of the teams was to win 2 games right out the gate, then the third game wouldn't be played. It would only be if necessary. So that's just one thing to note. Besides that, winner of this goes to the Susquehanna Series, which is also our World Series or our finals or our championship. So let's see who can pull it off. All right, on the mound here for the Crawdads in game number 1 is Mike Giesman as he's facing off against Jarrett Shuey. Jarrett, high drive, right field, that ball is gone! A leadoff home run for Jarrett Shuey as he gets the Freedom on the board here early as the score is now 1-0.
See him take the bat off his shoulder.
No, yeah, I crossed the plate.
And now Hunter Crawford stepping to the plate now. As he watches ball 4, and now we have a man on first base. Tony Dumez now up to the plate as he hits it left field, and Michael Giesman gonna secure it for the first out of the inning. Now Ron Hoffman up to the plate as he swings and misses for the second out of the inning. Now Jarrett Shuey back up to the plate as he watches ball 4. Now there's a man on first and second. Hunter Crawford up to the plate as he pops it up center field. Jackson not able to hold on to it as it gets down, but Michael Giesman grabs it and it just hits Ron Hoffman, as although there was 2 outs, it looked like Ron was not running on contact, so Michael took advantage of that and pegged him out there. And now we're going to be heading into the bottom of the first. The Freedom on the board 1-0 with Jarrett Shuey's leadoff home run. As now we're going to see if the Crawdads can tie this up. Hunter Crawford on the mound here for the Freedom as he looks to shut down these Crawdads. Now, Jackson Weber watching ball 4 as now they're going to have a man on first. Brian Crawford now up to the plate as he hits a ground ball left side. Tony Dumez throws it to second, and it's in time for the first out of the inning. Now Mike Giesman up to the plate as he hits it down the first base line, and that is just foul, as he almost had a nice hit there, but we're going to do it again. The next pitch, we see the mic here, is a high drive center field. That ball is gone! A 2-run home run for Mike Giesman as he gives the Crawdads the lead, as now the score is 2-1. And now Michael Giesman coming to the plate as he hits a ground ball right side. Hunter not able to grab it, and Michael's going to leg that out for a single. So now they have a man on first base. Now Eric Crawford up to the plate as he drives it center field. Jarrett Shuey bobbling it, but he does catch it for the second out of the inning. And now Jackson Weber coming to the plate here. Jackson hits it left field, but Tony Dumez under it, securing it for the third out of the inning. As now we're going to be heading into the top of the second. The Crawdads able to get on the board from a 2-run home run by Mike Giesman, as now the Freedom looking to strike back. With Tony Dumez leading it off here for the Freedom, they're going to see if they can try and regain the lead. And the pitch, ground ball right side. Eric Crawford going to grab it, flips it to Mike at first, just in time for the first out of the inning. Now Ron Hoffman coming to the plate. And he pops it up left side. Brian Crawford secures it for the second out of the inning. Now Jarrett Shuey up to the plate as he lines it right side. Eric Crawford not able to hold on to it and actually flips out of play there. Let's take an instant replay look at that one, as Eric was going for the ball and it flips up his arm and ends up on the other side of the fence for a ground rule double. Now Hunter Crawford up to the plate As he tries it, left field, that stays fair, and that is gone. A 2-run home run for Hunter Crawford as he gives the Freedom the lead, as now the score is 3-2.
Burr had one in the rain.
And now Tony Dumez coming to the plate.
It was close enough.
Tony watching ball 4 as that's going to be a walk. Now they have a man on first. Ron Hoffman up to the plate as he gets hit, but that's ball 4 anyway. So now we have a man on first and second. Jared Shuey now up to the plate as he watches ball 4, and now the bases are loaded. With Hunter Crawford coming to the plate, and he has an opportunity here to do some damage and add some padding to the Freedom's lead. So let's see if he can do it. And the pitch, he checks, swings, but he's gonna go for out number 3. Is now we're gonna be heading into the bottom of the second. The Freedom able to gain the lead there in the top of the second, though, off of a 2-run home run by Hunter Crawford. But now the Crawdads looking to bite back here and try and regain the lead. As now leading it off here is going to be Brian Crawford. And the pitch, he pops it up, center field, and Tony Dumez secures it as he falls down, but an out's an out for the first out of the inning. Now, Mike Giesman up to the plate as he drives it left field off the fence. That was an absolute bullet for a long single. Now, Michael Giesman up to the plate as he hits it, ground ball right side, and now they're going to have a man on first and second. Eric Crawford up to the plate now as he swings and misses for strike number 3. Now Jackson Weber up to the plate as it's a ground ball down the third base line. Tony Dumez just going to grab it and tag third for the third out of the inning, as now we're going to be heading in the top of the third. The Freedom still in the lead here by a score of 3-2, and now they're looking to add a little bit of insurance here to maybe be a little more comfortable in the bottom of the third. So leading it off here is Tony Dumez. Tony, ground ball right side, and Jackson through his legs. As now Tony's going to round first and on his way to second. Some great base running there by Tony Dumez. Nice read as the Freedom are going to start things out here with a man on second. Now Ron Hoffman stepping to the plate. Ron, ground ball back to Mike, and that has some crazy spin on it, but Mike is going to get the out at first with Tony Dumez advancing to third base. Now Jared Shuey up to the plate as he hits it, ground ball back to the pitcher. Mike throwing it to first, back-to-back outs back to the pitcher for the second out of the inning. Now Hunter Crawford coming to the plate now. Hunter, swing and missing for the third out of the inning, as now we're going to be heading in the bottom of the third. The Crawdads need 1 run to tie it up and 2 to walk it off here in game number 1, so let's see if they can do it. Now Brian Crawford leading things off here as he's going to pop it up left side, and Tony Dumez securing it for the first out of the inning. Now Mike Giesman up to the plate as he watches ball 4, and that tying run is now going to be on first base, with Michael Giesman coming to the plate with an opportunity to walk this thing off with 1 swing of the bat, as he is the winning run. So let's see if he can do it. And the pitch. High drive, right field. That ball is gone! A walk-off 2-run home run for Michael Giesman, as that makes the final score 3-4, and the Crawdads win game number 1, as they are only 1 more win away from going to the Susquehanna Series. The Freedom have some work to do, as they have to win 2 in a row if they want to make it. So let's see if they can do it, as now we're going to be heading into game number 3. And for the Freedom here, it looks like they're going to be sending out Ron Hoffman on the mound, as he's going to be the starting pitcher here for them in game number 2. And leading it off here for the Crawdads is Jackson Weber, as he pops it up right side, and Shuey gonna secure it for the first out of the inning. Now Brian Crawford up to the plate As he pops it up left side, Tony Dumas secures it for the second out of the inning. Now, Mike Giesman up to the plate as he hits ground ball left side. Tony not going to have a play as Mike's going to be safe at first. Now, Michael Giesman up to the plate as he hits a ground ball back to pitcher Ron. Ron throwing it to first, and he throws it away. Mike Giesman's going to round third and go on his way home. Michael Giesman rounding second is going to end up at third as the first run of the ball game is going to score, as now the score is 1-0. Now, Eric Crawford up to the plate as he hits a ground ball left side. Tony Dumas throws it to first, and they're going to get the out for the third out of the inning. As now we're going to be heading into the bottom of the first. The Crawdads were able to score 1 run in that inning due to the error that scored Mike Giesman. As now the Freedom are coming to the plate looking to score some runs here. And Michael Giesman is going to be on the mound here for the Crawdads here in game number 2 as he looks to try and shut them down, with Jarrett Shuey leading things off. And Shuey pop up left side. Eric Crawford makes a long run and he secures the out. Great play there by Eric for the first out of the inning. And an instant replay just shows how much ground he covered. I mean, he practically went the whole way from center field to left field. As now Hunter Crawford up to the plate. High drive left field. That ball stays fair and it's gone. A game-tying home run for Hunter Crawford as now the score is 1-1 with Tony Dumas coming to the plate. Tony watches strike 3 on a nice pitch by Michael for the second out of the inning. Now Ron Hoffman up to the plate as he pops it up. Michael Giesman gonna secure it for the third out of the inning, as now we're gonna be heading into the top of the second. The Freedom able to tie this ball game up on a solo home run by Hunter Crawford. But now the Crawdads looking to try and regain the lead here as Ron Hoffman going back out to the mound with Jackson Weber up to the plate. And now he watches strike 3 for the first out of the inning. Now Brian Crawford up to the plate as he hits ground ball left side, and that's going to be fair as he's going to leg that thing out for a single. Now there's a man on first. Mike Giesman up to the plate, and he drives it left field. Hunter Crawford gets up, and I think he just robbed a home run, as that one might have had the trajectory to get out for the second out of the inning. As we see an instant replay, let's see if he did rob a home run as he leaves his feet, catches it one-handed, and it looks like it did have the height to get out, so he just saved 2 runs there. Now, Michael Giesman up to the plate as he watches ball 4. Now there's a man on first and second. Now Eric Crawford up to the plate as he swings and tips it into the strike zone for strike number 3. As now we're going to be heading into the bottom of the second. The Crawdads almost scoring 2 runs there, but Hunter Crawford able to rob a home run to keep the game tied at 1 apiece. With Jarrett Shuey coming to the plate, looking to try and give the Freedom the lead here and break this tie. Jarrett, swing, ground ball, right side. Brian Crawford throws it to first in time for the first out of the inning. Now, Hunter Crawford up to the plate as he watches ball 4. Now they have a man on first. Tony Dumas up to the plate as he watches ball 4. Back-to-back walks. So now they have a man on first and second. Ron Hoffman up to the plate as he hits a ground ball left side. Mike Giesman flipping the second. Hunter Crawford's going to be aggressive. He's going to score on that one. And the Freedom are going to take the lead by a score of 2-1. And Ron Hoffman is also going to advance to second on that throw. As now, Jarrett Shuey coming to the plate. Jarrett, high drive, center field, but it didn't have enough to get out as Mike Giesman going to catch it at the warning track. As now we're going to be heading into the top of the third. The Freedom able to gain the lead there on some base running aggression by Hunter Crawford. As now the Crawdads need 1 to tie and 2 to take the lead. With Ron Hoffman returning to the mound looking to close this thing out. Now, Jackson Weber up to the plate as he pops it up. Back to the pitcher. Ron catching it for the first out of the inning. Now Now Brian Crawford up to the plate as he pops it up to the pitcher, and Ron catches it the exact same play as last time for back-to-back outs. Now Mike Giesman up to the plate as he swings, tips it into the zone, and that's strike number 3. The Freedom win game number 2 by a score of 2-1. As now we're going to be heading into game number 3. This series is all tied up, so the winner of game number 3 is going to be heading into the Susquehanna series. So it's all on the line here, all or nothing, game 3. Let's see who can win it. And the Crawdads are going to be the home team here, being the higher seed in game number 3, as Michael Giesman is going to go back on the bump here to start for the Crawdads to see if he can shut down these Freedom. Now, Jared Shuey up to the plate as he swings and misses for the first out of the inning. Now, Hunter Crawford up to the plate as he hits it right field. Jackson catching it for the second out of the inning. Quick 2 outs. As now, Tony Dumez up to the plate. And he hits it. Ground ball right side. Jackson flipping into Michael at first for the third out of the inning, as that is a 1-2-3 inning. As now we're heading into the bottom of the first with no score. As now the Crawdads look to try and get on the board here to go ahead and take this lead and break the tie.
Well done. That's exactly
As
what you did it.
Ron Hoffman's going to be back on the mound here for the Freedom in game number 3, as he's going to look now to shut down these Crawdads so he can get his team back up to the plate. And leading it off here is Jackson Weber as he swings and misses for the first out of the inning. Now Eric Crawford up to the plate as he hits a ground ball left side, and that's just going to stay fair, as he's going to leg that one out for a single. Now they have a man on first base. Now Mike Giesman up to the plate, and ground ball left side. Hunter Crawford grabs it, throws it to second, and I don't think it was in time, but Eric Crawford is off the bag, and Tony Dumez just tags him for the second out of the inning. As Eric overrunning second base, as I think he would have been safe if he would have held the bag, but tumbled over it for the second out. Now Michael Giesman up to the plate as he hits a ground ball, and they're not going to have a play, as now there's a man on first and second. Brian Crawford up to the plate as he hits it up the middle. Tony Dumez goes, tries to throw it to second, not in time. Hunter Crawford throwing it home, and he throws it out of play. So the Crawdads are going to score a run there, as now the score is 1-0, and now they have a man on second and third. And Mike Giesman actually slid in the home plate there. Let's take an instant replay look as he slides head first right in the home plate to score that run, as now the score is 1-0. Jackson Weber up to the plate. High drive left center field. That ball's gone! A huge home run here for the Crawdads, as Jackson able to smoke a home run to put 3 runs on the board for the Crawdads, as now the score is 4-0. Eric Crawford now up to the plate. High drive left center field. Back-to-back home runs for the Crawdads, as now the score is 5-0, and the 5-run inning mercy rule is going to apply, as now we're heading into the top of the second. The Freedom, down by 5 here, have some work to do, and they definitely don't want to save that until the 3rd inning, so let's see if they can chip away at the Crawdads' lead here. As now Ron Hoffman's going to lead things off here as he swings and misses for the first out of the inning. Now Jared Shuey up to the plate as he hits a ground ball right side. Brian Crawford grabs it, flips it to first, and it was a very close play. Let's take an instant replay look. And as Brian flips this ball to Michael, you can't really see exactly when Michael grabs it, but it looks like it was a tie as Shuey slid feet first into first, and he's going to be called safe. As now Hunter Crawford up to the plate, and he check swings. That ball's going to carry left field. That ball's gone. A check swing home run. I don't know if I've seen that before. I don't know how it had enough to get out, but it just happened to carry. So now the Freedom are on the board, as now the score is 5-2 on that 2-run check swing home run. as now Tony Dumez comes to the plate. And he hits a ground ball back to pitcher Michael. Michael just going to tag Tony for the second out of the inning. As now Ron Hoffman stepping to the plate. And he hits a pop-up right side, and that ball is going to drop as Ron's going to be safe at first base. And now Jared Shuey up to the plate as he swings and misses for the third out of the inning. As now we're going to be heading into the bottom of the second. The Freedom only able to gain 2 runs there on a 2-run check swing home run by Hunter. As now the Crawdads looking to add a little bit of padding to their lead with the score being 5-2. Mike Giesman leading it off here as he watches ball 4, and that's a leadoff walk. Now Michael Giesman up to the plate as he hits a ground ball. Tony Dumez not able to grab it, and it's going to roll under the fence as now they're going to have a man at second and third. Brian Crawford now up to the plate as he hits a ground ball back to the pitcher Ron, and he's not going to have a play as now the bases are loaded. Jackson Weber up to the plate as he watches ball 4, and that is going to walk home a run as now the score is 6-2. And the Crawdads looking to continue to add to their lead here with Eric Crawford up to the plate. Ground ball left side, Hunter Crawford. And the ball actually hit Brian on the foot, so he is going to be called out, but a run is going to score there as now the score is 7-2. With Mike Giesman coming to the plate, looking to continue to add to their lead. And the pitch. High drive. Right field. That ball is gone. A 3-run home run for Mike Giesman as he absolutely blows this game wide open. As now the score is 10-2. And the 5-run inning mercy rule is going to apply as we're heading into the top of the third. The Freedom need to score 8 to tie and 9 to take the lead. If they don't do that, then the Crawdads will be heading to the Susquehanna Series. So let's see what happens. Hunter Crawford leading things off here as he drives it left center field. That ball is caught by Mike Giesman as he just robbed a home run from Hunter. As we see an instant replay here, Mike jumping, grabbing the ball, and flipping over the fence to secure that out. And now Tony Dumez up to the plate. As he hits it up the middle, Mike Giesman secures it for the second out of the inning, and the Crawdads only 1 out away here from getting this victory and heading to the Susquehanna Series. Now, Ron Hoffman up to the plate as he watches ball 4, and that's going to be a walk. And now Jared Shuey coming to the plate. As he drives it center field, that ball's gone. A 2-run home run for Jared Shuey as he makes the score 10-4. The Freedom chipping away at the Crawdads lead, but they definitely have a lot more work to do if they want to tie this thing up. And now it comes down to Hunter Crawford as he needs to get on base here if he wants to keep this thing alive. And the pitch. He swings and misses, and that is out number 3, and the Crawdads win game number 3, and they're heading to the Susquehanna Series as they're able to defeat the Freedom in game 1 and game 3. So congratulations to the Crawdads as they are going to be advancing, and that is the end of the season for the Freedom. So now the next video that will be out is the Agents versus Stealth Bombers, so be on the lookout for that. And with that being said, that's the end of today's action. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you around next time.